Ah, welcome, welcome. How... I'm usually happy to take new apprentices, but I'm afraid I can't...
Kingsa really is full of lonely old...
Hey, I heard that.
Master Lu, we've just come to see you and ask you some questions.
Don't worry. Why would the Qixing care about an old man like me?
You're very direct, Master Lu. I will be plain. We're looking for proof that Dongsheng from Second Life has been evading taxation. Dongsheng bought some furniture from you at the beginning of the year. Do you still have...
Oh, it's about Second Life. It was a bit...
Sure enough, Mr. Balai was... Could we perhaps borrow that invoice?
But... I'm...
what?
I only do... As for old documents and such, I keep them up. But some troublemakers have recently moved there, invading my warehouse. Since you need that invoice anyway...
So that's what happened.
I'll leave you to it then.
Take back the warehouse, find the invoice.
Wait, I think I saw one of those trouble...
Oh, Paimon Season 2! It's one of the Fatui!
They must be plotting something against Liyue Heart.
Maybe they're the scoundrels who invaded Master Lu's warehouse.
Ever since Osial attacked the harbor, the Fatui's reputation in Liyue has reached rock bottom. We won't cause a serious diplomatic crisis by getting into some small scuffle with the Fatui within our borders. Besides, I can already feel their malicious and my intuition as the...
Then what are we waiting for? Let's go
Frozen.
Allow me!
Crisp.
You can't run!
Flash frost.
Yeah! The room!
You're not going anywhere. Freshness preserved.
Punishment!
Frozen food.
Incinerate!
No problem.
You can't run!
Drop! Shade! Motion to compel! Time for your arraignment!
Oh, you scoundrels!
I think you've had enough. About time you tell us your plan. No?
Plan?
We just taught you a lesson, but clearly, if you don't spill whatever you're we'll be forced to use harsher methods.
I'm telling the truth.
If you're telling the truth, then why would you, a member of the Fatui, suddenly...
Fine. If you really want...
About to...
Pick berries over there.
I must admit, I didn't...
It's not an excuse. I rarely have a free morning, and I heard that there were fresh Think about it. I'm here alone, and Kingsa Village is
Judging by how he's looking at it...
So you have nothing to do with...
Vanmu Carpenter's I swear, I only...
So it wasn't the Fatui who took over Master Lu's warehouse after all.
I misjudged the situation.
This woman, she's clearly aware that the Ministry of Civil Affairs wouldn't side with us for...
Yes, precisely. As an alternative, you may...
Paimon's in!
Darn you. How can you wear that solemn face while bullying me like this?
What's your choice, then?
I'll get back to my berries.
What a bittersweet...
I made a laughingstock out of myself. I might have spent too much time away from work.
No worries. It's always nice to teach the Fatui a lesson.
Let's keep moving.
Boom! So this is the warehouse. Seems like those troublemakers were nothing more than a few huge turtles. Let's show them what we got. Incinerate! Lights out. Judgment! Incinerate! Hold the line! Inadmissible evidence! Rumble apart! Rest and rebuild! Torrent, bring refuge! You can't run! Boom boom! Allow me! Judgment! Motion to compel! Lights out. Hold the line! Incinerate! Boom boom! Time for your arraignment! Shame! Drop! All clear! Quick, let's look around for the invoice. This one is an invoice from One Min Restaurant. Some dining tables and chairs. That's not it. This one is Wangcheng Funeral Parlors. Oh, so they make coffins too. This one is Second Life! We finally found it! Let's bring this invoice back to Hoishin.
Ms. Ganyu, you're back. I hope it wasn't too much trouble rushing about like that.
I promise to help you and I'll keep my word. Nothing to worry about. Look, it's the invoice for the transaction between Second Life and Fanmu Carpenters. We've brought it back.
Oh, thank you so much.
Agreed. How about we go to Second Life and...
Isn't it Huixin from the Yuehai Pavilion? I told you that all of my transactions are included in the records. My tax declarations are scrupulous as well. I do hope that my business won't be affected by any groundless accusations.
Groundless accusations? Mr. Dongsheng, you seem very sure of yourself. But I sincerely advise that you cease this behavior immediately. It is liable to affect the fine you'll need to pay in the end.
No. No. I'm an honest merchant. I would never get involved with any fraudulent sources of profit.
Haven't I made myself clear? Mr. Dongsheng, you've already been proven guilty of tax evasion. I just came here to see if you'd confess.
What? Proven guilty?
He's talking without rhyme or reason. Must be crumbling under Ganyu's pressure. Time for the finishing...
Mr. Dongsheng, can you tell me what this is?
I'm...
Do you admit to tax evasion? This transaction was absent from...
I didn't think you'd find out.
Indeed. We wouldn't have found out if it weren't for Mr. Boalai's...
Balai? That imp from Wanyo Boutique? So he told on me behind my back. He's got his...
Oh? Mr. Dongsheng, I don't think you'll need my guidance for what comes next.
Yes, thank you. I must say, your enemy knows you best. To think, you came up with...
It's actually one of your father's, the Tianshu's, old tricks. I just took some inspiration from it.
My father?
Pitting your opponent against their enemies and watching them drag each other down from an advantageous position, that's how Uncle Tian managed to keep his position in the Qixing secure for so many years. I figured that as Uncle Tian's daughter, you'd naturally grasp your father's strategies. So I decided to use one of your father's tricks and play it out for you to see.
I can see it now. Clearly, I still have a lot to learn about my father. I'm really grateful, Ms. Ganyu. You're the kindest mentor I've ever had. Thank you.
Ganyu solved both Huixin's work and family problems.
Oh, you've helped me so much. You must...
That's not necessary. No.
Then let me treat you to a meal. The Traveler and Paimon are...
All right, come on, Ganyu. Just say yes. Let's eat.
If it's just a meal, there's no reason for me to...
Actually, I've already booked Senor Kiosk. I need a moment to prepare everything.
All right.
The key here is consumer psychology.
Ms. Ganyu, thank you for accepting my invitation. And as for the two of you, your presence is all...
Sure.
That's so kind of you, Huixin.
Truth be told, apart from thanking you for all the help...
Oh? If there's anything I can...
Oh, no, I don't really need help.
With pleasure.
When I was a little girl, even though I have the utmost respect for my father, I've only decided to join the Yuehai Pavilion staff because I've always looked up to you.
I didn't know that you think so highly of me.
However, in reality, Working at the Yuhai Pavilion, I can't compare myself to such an outstanding...
I disagree. You're a great...
Over the years, I became a mother, too.
Huh? So Uncle Tian is a grandpa!
Influenced by my youthful ideals, she followed my footsteps and came to be a secretary at the Yuhai Pavilion, too. At first, I was worried about her. It's not an easy job, after all. To tell the truth, I'm still unsure if... But after all that happened this time, I've made up my...
So, what made you change your mind?
The fact that she'll have you, Ms. Ganyu, as her senior colleague. You'll help her, gentle as always, and tell her your mom... It'd be such a beautiful moment. If it's not too much to ask for, she might still need your guidance in 20+ years, too.
Huishin, I never thought that I meant so much to you.
Just like when you showed me my father's trick. Having you as their witness makes people feel at ease.
Witness. It's true that I've witnessed thousands of years of Liyue Harbor's history. All the changes it's gone through, but I've always regarded it as nothing more than the... Huishin, you've made me realize that I share another connection with the people of Liyue Harbor. Apart from my... They rely on me.
No, of course.
Hooray! Ganyu's finally...
Even if I've really been supplanted, I wish to fight. I won't let you down. Regardless, I'll go back and see for... I'm afraid that it might have all become a mess during my absence. No time to waste. Let's get back to work.
Good luck, Miss Gun.
We're leaving already? something.
That's because it's not finished.
Hey, Bywin! And hey, Beto! And hey! Person Paimon doesn't know?
Given the enormous scale of the Jade Chamber, we split the construction work into 2 phases to make sure the structure remains balanced. Before we find some suitable plastrite, we build the Jade Chamber's keel at ground level. Once the plastrite is ready, we place it into the keel and let the partially constructed Jade Chamber rise up to the height of the surrounding mountain peaks. The remainder of the construction work is then carried out at that altitude. Once everything is ready, we release the iron tethers and allow the Jade Chamber to rise to its target altitude.
Miss Bywin, we've brought some new materials to submit.
One moment, I'll be right. The construction work has only been able to progress this rapidly thanks to the plastrite provided by you. Lady Ningguang is most grateful and looks forward to seeing more of your work.
Wow, can't believe you sourced the plastrite so quickly. It's the key piece of the puzzle. Looks like you beat us to the punch.
Beto? You're joining the Jade Chamber contest too?
Sure am. I happened to get my hands on a chunk of sunset vermilionite on a voyage a while back, so I figured I'd bring it over.
Huh. So even though it's rare, we're not the only ones who managed to get a hold of it.
Oh, I've got some introductions to do. This is the renowned Miss Yun, or Yunjin, probably the most famous figure in the Liyue opera scene.
Greetings.
These two are Paimon and the Traveler, both good buddies of mine. And this is, sorry, not sure we've met.
Shenhe. I am their friend.
Good to meet you. A friend of a friend is my friend too. Or, as I like to say, a mate of a crewmate is part of the crew. Miss Yun is also here for the contest. Turns out she needed to borrow a boat, so we came together.
It's an honor to finally meet you both. I've heard much about you. Miss Shenhe, though we are only meeting for the first time, I have a feeling that we will get along very well indeed. To be honest with you all, I am in great need of this opportunity to ask Lady Ningguang a question. That's why I joined the contest. Thanks to my father's connections, I was able to acquire a specimen of the plastrite required. Fortunately, it was approved for submission, despite being a little on the diminutive side.
Wow. So it looks...
Excuse me for prying, Miss Shenhe, but
No, I don't have any questions for Ningguang. I just wanted to help her win.
in that case... Lady Ningguang said that the first 3 contestants to procure all 3 materials will be awarded the chance to ask a question. Well, there are 3 teams here. We can split the prize between us. Instead of competing against each other, we could work together to secure the top 3 places between us. What do you think?
Sounds great, but how does it change things exactly?
I think I see where you're going with this, Miss Yun. The plastrite was the most difficult item to source by a long shot. Luckily, all 3 of us managed to get our hands on it. The 2 remaining items aren't quite so rare, so as long as one of us finds a way to source it, the other 2 can hop on. How'd I do? Is that what you have?
Precisely.
Huh. Interesting approach.
Okay then. All right, I'll go first. I have some leads on these wonder cores. From what I've heard, the core itself is really not that difficult to make. The hard part is getting hold of the ore used as raw material.
We will head into town and seek advice from Master Zhang of Hanfeng's Ironmongers. Thoughts?
Wonderful. We'll split into teams then, and whoever... I'm gonna take off. See you later.
Okay, let's go! By the way, what question are you gonna ask me?
I'm looking for a venue to host the performance of our new opera. Lady Ningguang has excellent judgment.
Ooh, what's the opera called?
The opera is a labor of love by my father. He wrote it based on a popular urban legend. It's called The Divine...
Ah, hello. Are you here for some...
Excuse me, Master Zhang. We were wondering if you'd heard of some...
Of course I have. Sorry.
My name is Yunjin. Perhaps you don't know me, but I believe that you forged some weaponry for my...
Yunjin? Stage use? Oh, so you must be Miss Yoon. Sorry. My brain's finally caught up. It's not used to doing much beyond bashing a hammer all day. Everyone's heard it. So, you're here to ask about Wonder Cores, huh? As it happens, I do know how to make them. Matter of fact, I made some for Lady Ningguang back when she was building the... The types of ore needed to make Wonder Cores are a little hard to come by. Lady Ningguang supplied them herself last time.
No, we were gonna ask you what kinds of ore we need.
Sure. Well, if I remember correctly, Lady Ningguang sourced her Star Splinter iron from the Mount Tianheng area. It could take some work, but if you stick with it, you'll find some eventually. As for the Subrosium, though, I'm really not sure. Sorry. What I've heard is that Of course, it's probably just hearsay. If you want my advice, start by looking for Star Splinter iron around Mount Tianheng. And if you run into any...
Mount Tianheng.
Interestingly enough, the story of the divine I hear the view there is quite Perhaps it can give me some inspiration. Let's not delay. We should head straight there. I came to Mount Tianheng once with my father as a child. I remember it being such a long climb that I could barely feel my legs by the time we reached the top. This is quite a trip down memory lane for me. Look at these. No wonder the legend of the divine damsel of devastation is said to have taken place here. Adepti wander oft where mortals seldom stride.
The Divine Damsel of Devastation is your upcoming opera, right? What's the story about?
It's the story of a girl.
Cool. A hero story?
The legend first arose in this area. In that village, there was a loving couple who were complete. The wife was out collecting herbs and was captured by the monster. Her husband was so distraught at the news that the vile and vicious monster told the villagers, if you want to...
What a nasty piece of work!
But the monster was so terrible and so strong that just while they were discussing whose child would be given over...
No!
Unbeknownst to anybody else, she was concealing an exorcist's blade. She approached the monster's lair, feigning fear and trepidation. Her extraordinary abilities drew the attention of the Adepti, and they took her as one of their own. Her story became this, and so, destined to grace the mortal realm for but a brief moment.
I really like this story, but I personally think that perhaps the little girl was... I'm not sure she deserves all...
I've never Opera is always an interpretation of the events it purports to... When my father wrote the script for this play, I suppose his intention...
Well, it sure inspired Paimon! Let's go get her! return. Now we just need to find that Subrosium.
I think I saw a village on our way here. Master Zhang said we should ask the locals for help. Why don't we try there?
Hey, there really is someone here. Yunjin, looks like you were right. Huh. He didn't seem...
Hello, sir. We were just passing by.
Is he trying to tell us to look for clues in the village? Shenhua, Yunjin, let's have a look.
Sorry, you can go ahead without me. I'd like to have a word with this gentleman. If that's okay with you, Uncle Mingjin.
It's...
Shenhe.
Shenhe. You're alive. The rumors were true. I'm sorry, I don't know how to find Subrosium. But I think you can... This place is deserted now. No one ever comes here. So you can rummage around all you...
Huh?
Thank you, kind sir. We'll go... Don't worry. Mingjin has no ill intention towards Miss Shenhe. She'll be quite safe.
Okay, then let's see what we can find in this...
Huh. What's this? So, Shenhe is the divine damsel? Now that I think about it, she does behave rather like an adeptus, and she is about the... So that's why I've been getting the strangest feeling whenever I chat with her. According to this text, the divine damsel from the opera was actually the daughter of the loving couple. And she didn't volunteer. She was sacrificed to... Oh. The truth is even more lamentable than the opera. Now I understand why Shenhe said the girl was not as brave as people think. It wasn't her... Oh. It looks like my father may need to make a few revisions to his...
Is this an answer from this world?
So it seems that Shenhe's father thought he was summoning a benevolent deity using a magic incantation. But in fact, he summoned an evil god's remains, which took the form of a monster. His obsessive yearning for his deceased wife led to a terrible tragedy. The villagers moved away in fear, with... Still, I do wonder what the connection...
We've looked everywhere, but still no mention of Subrosium. Let's have a look over there. This is it! So basically, we need to go to the middle of the lake south. Let's go back and tell Shenhe... This is it! So basically, we need to... Let's go back and tell Shenhe...
One year when I was back visiting, I heard a story about a white-haired adeptus from a merchant passing by. I never imagined it was you. I was a very close friend of your father's. I could have stopped him from performing the summoning ritual. I had plenty of chances, but I couldn't bring myself to stand up to him. I just let things happen, let it all escalate. Well, I bring flowers back here every year. And each time I wish I had a chance to...
Apologize for what? If you'd stopped him, he'd only have found another way. There is nothing he wouldn't have done for his true love. Nothing.
Do you still hate him?
I don't know what I feel. I'm told my fate is to bear the curse of calamity, so my master bound my soul with red ropes to curb my aggression. But it also dampened my emotions, making me dispassionate, like the Adepti. So if you ask me how I feel about the past, if I hate my father or not, the truth is, I feel...
It must have been so tough for you.
Shenhe, we're back!
Oh, then I will leave you all in peace. Shenhe, it brings me some... I'll tell you more about the old times next time we meet.
Thanks, mister. We found some info in the end. Shenhe, look! This tells us how to find Sabrosi.
Let's go then.
Miss Shenhe, there's something I'd like to talk... Just now, in the village, we found your father's diary. It turns out that many of the details in the Divine Damsel of Devastation...
Why?
I know I say that opera always deviates from the truth, but now that the main character is standing right here...
It's okay. I like your... My master once said that the day I learn how to use my strength for the good of others is the day that I can truly become part of human... So, I hope that one day I might be brave enough to stand up and... But I've never thought this way before, and I wonder whether I will continue to think in this way.
Don't worry. In fact, I think maybe you've already started to become the person you aspire to be. You just haven't had the opportunity to see it for yourself.
Shenhe! Yunjin! Cut the chit! We can't let someone up...
What brings you here? Have they found a solution to the danger in the sea? Ningguang didn't tell you. Something has happened in Guyan Stone Forest. According to the contract, as an Adeptus, I should not... But these things can be unpredictable. Only a single mountain lies between here and Liyue Harbor. If things get out of control, I will defend this.
That's everything we need! Let's head back and report in! Simon's curious if Beto's
Oh, goodness.
So, are they...
This is some top quality ore you found. I think I'll get a good end guess now it's my time to shine.
Hey everyone, how's the A-team doing? I ran into a bit of a brick wall on my end. Suling's never seen a Wonder Core before, and says it'd take a lot of
Leave the Wonder Cores to me. I'll work on them while you go about your... Don't worry.
Much obliged, Master Zhang. We should look into the Adepti sigils next. But where should we find items?
I'll sort that out.
Oh? You got this then?
Yes. I have been training with the Adepti for years. I know a thing or two about making sigils. When we first met, I told you I came for the Jade Chamber, not the contest. In fact, I came specifically to deliver Adepti sigils. Master heard that Ningguang was planning to rebuild the Jade Chamber, so she sent me to deliver some Adepti sigils. Master also said she hoped that I can take this opportunity to rejoin human society. But now that I'm here, I wonder if I've been removed from the world for too long. There's so much... Maybe it won't work for me to stay here after all.
Without knowing the ins and outs of your situation, I can't say whether... But now that our paths have crossed, we'll always have a connection. So if you're ever feeling down, come find me on my ship.
Thank you. So, Master Zhang, I'll need to use your facilities to make the sigil.
Fine by me. I'm actually curious to see how the Adept...
Whew. The sigils are ready. Though they are in some respects inferior to my master's, I can assure you there will...
I've finished forging the things you asked for, too.
Great! Let's go submit them before someone else...
While the Millelith stands guard, evil shall never prevail.
Baisha, are you okay? Look! Look who's back!
You even have enough time for leisure? It seems you three are as...
Not at all! We wouldn't have survived long enough to see you again, Miss Ganyu.
Miss Ganyu, we've...
That's so kind of you.
We've been praying day and night for you to return, and
To us, you're like an adeptus coming down to the human.
forget all our envious complaints from before.
All right. Please divide the matters at hand into government affairs, business affairs, and civil affairs. Mark out the tasks that haven't been started, and I'll take care of the...
Of course.
Oh, finally.
Yes. I'd like to earnestly thank you, Traveler. If it weren't for your companionship, I would still be embroiled in my inner conflict right now. To think that I'd gained a human friend outside of work. I'd like to repay you when I'm done with the work at hand.
Sure, but are you?
Let's cross...
Ningguang's little secretary! We found all the materials!
Oh, already. All three of you found them together. The Wonder Cores and Adepti sigils look good. It seems that we... I hereby announce that the winners of this material procurement contest are the Traveler, Yunjin, and
What? It's over already? I haven't even found the prostrate yet!
So close, but so far.
I'd like to invite our three winners to please proceed to the
Huh? Where's Beidou?
Captain Beidou has some business to attend to. She will join later. Please come with me for now.
Alright then, guess we'll head on up to the Jade... This has been a long time coming. The last time we went up to the Jade Chamber was ages ago.
Combine the Adepti sigils with the Wonder Cores and insert them into the Jade Chamber's control compartment. The construction of the new Jade Chamber is now officially complete. Once the tethers are released, it will soar into the sky. Thank you all for your work. Now it is time for me to fulfill my...
Yeah!
Miss Yun, I've already heard something about the reason for your involvement. You are looking...
That's right. Lady Ningguang, I would like to hear...
The unveiling of Miss Yun's grand new opera surely requires a venue of equal grandeur. So what would you say if I propose... The Jade Chamber offers a splendid panoramic view of the mountains and the bustling city. It is...
Thank you, Lady Ning.
You're quite welcome.
Oh, a traveler, Shenhe, Paimon, I'll be leaving now.
You're next. What is your question? I should clarify. I do not know your brother.
Wow, you're a mind reader, Ningguang. Oh well.
Managing a successful business is not a... If you want to know how to make money.
Wow, Paimon had...
Your question was written all over your face. Now look, so I promise you that should you one day require financial...
Oh, great! No more questions from us. Shenhe.
Me?
Yes, this was a group effort.
Thank you. But I don't have...
Are you sure? This is a once-in-a-lifetime...
Yeah, just don't waste it. Hold on a sec.
Lady Ningguang, do you think
Now that is an interesting question. Liyue Harbor is very inclusive. As long as you respect the rules here, you will not be turned away. So, the key is whether or not you yourself can develop a sense of belonging in Liyue.
Huh. A sense of belonging.
Yes. To become fond of a place, to feel part of it, it always requires a reason. Perhaps someone you've met, or something you've experienced here. Or perhaps you enjoy the atmosphere of Liyue, and you'll... In short, everyone needs a reason to stay. I hope you can find yours soon.
I see.
Hey, what's going on? I just went to see the fleet a little later than expected.
Come on, Beidou! It's your turn!
Me? Nah, I ain't got any questions. She forced me to help out, so I figured I may as well get involved with the Ningguang. Don't forget what we talked about. It's not gonna be easy to deal with. I don't think my fleet can take it on their own.
Don't worry. I have made preparations. The wound dress...
Glad to hear it. Watch your back.
Beidou? Ningguang?
You'll see when the Jade Chamber ascends. However, it's not the most pleasant topic of conversation. Maybe it's better that you don't know. When I first set foot in the Jade Chamber, I stood at the edge of the platform and looked down upon Liyue. At that time, I dreamed that one day the Jade Chamber's shadow would be seen in all 7 nations of Teyvat. My wish has not changed to this very day. However, I hope the Jade Chamber will always float in the skies above Liyue Harbor, bearing witness to the prosperity and peace of the human world. And I hope that you can all witness it with me. Let the Ascension ceremony commence! Right on cue. The Avenger of the Vortex, Beisht.
Who is that?
Osial's wife. Final follower of the Overlord of the Vortex.
Sounds like you knew this was coming!
Beidou sensed something was stirring in the deep. She warned me months ago. Knowing she harbors hatred toward the Jade Chamber, I chose to rebuild it now as a way of drawing her out.
Got it. Well, let's go fetch the Adepti.
No.
Huh?
In this human age, the people of Liyue must find a way to overcome this crisis on our strength alone!
All hands! Tsunami incoming!
What's that?
Wait! A giant wave!
You are a cursed child. Your life brings nothing but disaster to us all. At least if you die, I can bring her back.
The day you learn how to use your strength for the good of others is the day that you can truly become part of human society.